Hi everyone, it's Terry Nazon, and of course this is Gemini's weekly horoscope for November 13th through November 20th. Can you believe it? We're 10 days before Thanksgiving. Where did all this time go? And of course, Gemini, this is an important week for you because your ruling planet, the planet Mercury, is going to square off with Neptune retrograde in your most important 10th house. Your 10th house in your solar house of career, reputation, getting ahead, leadership, and of course your public persona. And this of course deals with your professional life and that face that you put out for people. And while we're on that topic, we need to take a little look around, because how does Gemini make their money? Where do they usually find themselves? In what fields are they usually found in? Well, anything that has to do with people and the public mood. So getting other people to sway other people's opinions and get them to do things. This is usually where you find yourself. And so if you're doing it the right way, you shouldn't have any problem at all this week. In fact, maybe you'll have too much work. But if you're not doing things right, you certainly will feel the ebb and the flow of public opinion. And sometimes you'll feel criticized or put down for what you think is no reason at all. So a word to the wise, this week we want to be extra careful to put our best foot forward, Gemini. We don't want to say or do anything to offend anybody, even though we want to tell them off, because the lunar north node, who's a very ubiquitous aspect, let's say. We want to think that the lunar north node is hunky-dory and all nice and frivolous, and no, it's not. It's not. It can be a very nasty thing. So we have to be extra careful this year while the lunar north node in the sign of Leo, loud Leo, is in the third house. And so while you make your money or your livelihood, your career, your reputation depends on public affection, you know, you want to make sure that you don't say or do something that could be used against you. And this week starts with the moon in Virgo in your solar fourth house. So again, public perception of you is going to be so important. And it can be something that's so silly as just, you know, your popularity at school, your popularity with the teacher, because the 10th house where Neptune is retrograde rules authority figures. It rules police officers, your mom, your dad, your teachers, your coaches, anyone who's in a position to say yes or no to you going on to the next level. So word to the wise, as most of you Geminis know already, you're thinking it and you're not saying it, which is a good way to be. Jupiter and Venus do a beautiful thing. They conjoin in the sign of Scorpio, which is your sixth house. And this might make you all aware about your diet, your exercise program, your day-to-day activities. It could help you get back into the swing of things, back in the game, and back on point. And since we have Venus and Jupiter, and then Venus will be in a beautiful aspect to the planet Neptune, your 10th house, another reason to stay out of controversy. The 6th house not only rules your daily routine and your work and, you know, and getting on with life, your diet, your pets, your daily routine, exercising, but it also rules conflicts. There we have it again with the lunar north node in your 3rd house. And of course, Jupiter in your 6th house. How important is it to stay out of conflicts? Because Neptune's retrograde in your 10th house, chances are people are not going to give you a break or have mercy on you. They may point the fingers and say, yeah, I think he or she did that. So we have to be oh so careful, because Neptune can turn either way. So we want to stay on the good side. How do we do that? Again, shh. Think it, don't say it, don't write it, don't sign it. And of course, try your best to stay out of conflicts. That would be the best thing going forward. And of course, then the planet Venus will be in a beautiful aspect to the planet Neptune. Of course, if you stayed out of conflicts, you can benefit. With Saturn in your 7th house in its last and final degrees, you truly need to be cautious with other people. And I bet you, if you look back over the last 2 years, you have learned so much about other people and your personal relationships. And that's how it should be. Pluto, the ruler of the sign of Jupiter in Scorpio in your 6th house, is in your 8th house. You can navigate your relationships just fine with a little caution and a little being more careful what you say this week and just sticking to your work, you can be on top of things. Visit my website at www.terrynazon.com. Also download my horoscope app.